Buddy. Not bad with the HUD 68. Let's dump this beast in here. Right side or left side? This side.
I'll plug in real quick. What'd you do there, Matt?
I had a little fun with a Swimbait, a little HUD 68 on a new Mega Bass rod. All we were doing is basically fishing a rocky point, slow rolling across the bottom, and that little joker ate it. Get some more, man. What we noticed on that last spot over there, we were sitting on this deep side of a cove, firing up over across the point. So what I noticed was these fish were hugging low to the water, or low to the bottom, isolated rock, that kind of thing. Once I came through some grass and let that bait drop, I gave the bait a direction change and the thing hit it. So what I did was, this is another spot that actually breaks off into the main basin out here. You got isolated chunk rock on our left, leading into basically a big flat with isolated grass and boulders. So what I did was I came up on the bank and I wanted to make a 45 cast, bring the bait uphill into the cover to see if they wanted an uphill bite or a downhill bite. So all I did is I made a cast across this point, allowed the bait to sink on controlled slack line. Now I'm just going to inch that bait across the rocks, letting the bait deflect off of any little piece of cover structure on the bottom. It's very important you want to keep control over your bait, no extra slack line. You want to be able to detect a bite if that fish does hit it. So I'm just going to roll up the rocks and see what happens, really. And one thing I like to do is I don't want to give the fish a lot of opportunity to see my bait. I limit my amount of cast, 3 to 5 casts per spot. That way it's still fresh in the fish's mind. If I do get bit, do see a follower, I'll rotate back to this spot later on in the day and see if I can generate a bite. So it makes for slow fishing, but as you can see, we have a lot of grass out there, just like this. And when you're fishing this way, I like to fish like the ROF 12, sinks 12 feet for every 10 seconds you count it. I want that bait on the bottom. If I'm dealing with shallower water, more grass, I'll substitute and go to ROF 5. But in this case, we're still trying to lock the pattern down to figure out how the fish want it. So I'm going to start with a heavier bait and then rotate my sizing accordingly. Today was a pretty cool day on Lake Skinner out here. The goal was to catch larger size fish using swim baits and football head jigs. Jig bite never panned out, but we were lucky enough to catch some quality swim bait bites and seeing some cool action. It was a blast out here. Jeff and I had a chance to really kind of run around the lake, in a lake that we haven't been to quite a while, so it was a good amount of fun.